MVP.
You staking your claim in that?
MVP.
No.
Nah. Second place. Second place.
Still behind
place.
Oh, that's funny.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track, looking up. It is off.
But it's called off. Cut off by Clement. Baseball hits the runner.
Wow, off the head.
Hit his head.
The ball hits over the head. Helmet.
Sosa to his left. Nice play. Spinner wall, but he throws it away. Hits the
Welcome back to the Off the Dome Baseball Podcast. I'm your host, Zev Black, here with Aaron Nemiroff, not sure what he's doing. And welcome back, Kobe Van Nort. So sick to have you.
It's great to be back. I'm happy to be here.
Woohoo.
Happy to be here for the back-to-back Kansas City Chiefs. Let's go Chiefs.
Good pull.
Doesn't know.
Nice.
Thank you.
Zev?
Back from Hawaii. I actually
Do you-
don't
Come
think I
on.
know that ref.
Come on.
Good
was
reference,
who is
Jamal
it?
Charles. Jamal Charles announcing the Chiefs
at the
pick.
draft? Yeah.
There's been a
I
trade.
do know that, yeah.
The Denver City. I quote it a lot. It's a great quote. But I'm
like
happy
that
to be
one?
back. I am happy to be back. Yeah, Hawaii was fantastic. Chill, no work, just gotta hang out. I mean, you guys saw my view. It was pretty spectacular. We
Beautiful stuff.
weren't supposed to stay there for 2 weeks. We were supposed to get moved to a different spot, and we convinced them to stay in that particular room, and very happy for it. Got some great views, both 2 weeks, and fantastic trip. So yeah, but I'm happy to be
Nice,
back.
man.
I'm really happy to talk a little bit of baseball. Didn't get to watch a ton, but baseball there happens at 1 o'clock, which is really
Yeah.
nice. Just prime time to just
Yeah,
pop a
it's
squat
sweet.
and watch some ball. So yeah, but All-Star break as well.
Thrilled to
So,
have you back.
Yeah.
Watch a ton.
So on this episode, we got some fun stuff coming up. Hall of Fame weekend is upon us.
Hold up.
Oh,
I had one more thing I wanted to talk about.
Uh-oh.
hold up. Wait a minute.
I have added a jersey to the collection. Predictions. What do you guys think? Who have I acquired? Thoughts?
Like you just
Did
got
you acquire it? Yeah, when did you
Just
acquire
acquired. It was acquired yesterday.
Did you get Will Klein?
Interesting
Would've
guess.
been on brand.
Kobe.
Could this be any sport?
It could be any sport.
Oh, Miles Garrett.
Here we go. Miles Garrett.
Is that the new jersey?
One of the two new Rams
Oh.
alternate jerseys, the Soul. Throwbacks to the 1950s. They wore yellow in Los Angeles. And pretty excited
Zev,
about
what
it.
do you think of
Outage?
That's
He hates
hideous. That is an awful color. I actually haven't seen it. That's
I
an
wasn't
awful
sure
color.
about it when I saw it online and they revealed it. I think the white ones they dropped are really nice, but I have a couple white jerseys already. And I like this a lot more in person than when I saw it online. I think it's pretty tough. You got to see the throwback picture.
Can I come see it in
from the
person?
50s.
Should I pull up on you right now?
You can come check it out.
I kind of want. I got to see it in person.
Come check it out. I'm gonna find a
While he's
picture.
gone, we can talk about whose fits better. I mean, I'd rather wear that jersey than whatever safari fit that
What is he
Zev's
got
got on
on?
right now.
Hey.
Yeah, no
This
idea.
is a good one.
I forgot he can still hear. Well, that's fine.
Yeah.
You guys will see it again. There it is. Where's he going, huh?
It's so
traveling.
yellow. It's like mustard, which I know you love.
I hate mustard.
Wow. Yeah, that's really yellow.
Look at those though.
Hey guys.
I'll drop it.
Yeah, those are pretty cool.
All right, audience,
are
getting
like
too
gold,
close, guys.
though.
Break it
Oh,
up.
Yeah, we are, huh?
Yep.
Sorry to everyone listening.
Come on back.
That's not how that works.
Double trouble, guys. Let's go.
All right, we're gone.
We have
we're
a
gone.
podcast to do.
All right, we're putting Garrett next
But that's
to
a cool
Donald.
jersey. That is a cool jersey.
Hey, thank you, Kobe.
Yep.
Look at that duo, Garrett and Donald. I know you can't
Not
wait
as
for that.
cool as my Micah jersey.
All right,
Micah
let's talk
jersey?
about baseball, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Slide back
Chris.
in.
Miss.
So we got some fun stuff coming up on this episode. Hall of Fame inductee ceremony was today. 3 new members into the Hall of Fame. Got some quick hitters for you, maybe a little discussion as well. And then we're playing a game all about the Hall of Fame, so stay tuned for that. Aaron, why don't you kick us off talking about the first Hall of Fame inductee. Who we got?
All right, first guy we're going to talk about today is Carlos Beltran, one of 4 players to reach 2,700 hits, 400 homers, and 1,500 runs with 300 steals. One of 4 players including Barry Bonds, Willie Mays, and Alex Rodriguez. Couple of steroid guys in there, and then Beltran, he's kind of a cheater in a different way. Some huge part of that 2017 Astros cheating scandal. Everyone knows, we know about the Trastros. Cora and Beltran were kind of seen as the 2 instigators or ringleaders, however you want to call it. What do we think about this? Does Beltran belong in or not with this whole scandal kind of attached to him?
It's tough. I thought for starters, I thought it was very interesting that, you're reading that out, 2,700 hits, 400 homers, those other stats. Barry Bonds and A-Rod, yeah, both not in the Hall of Fame. Obviously, Willie Mays is. So some interesting company. Kobe, do you got an answer? I might have to think about that for a sec.
I do. I think that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. And this is coming from a Dodgers fan who I do think that, it is such... It ruins the sport if a team does something like that. Now, we'll talk about that a little bit more, about the cheating scandals specifically, but the resume is there, and it was before the cheating scandal, as much as he may have been a ringleader in this, and I think that it took him, if you took away that scandal, he would have been in the Hall of Fame a lot quicker. In 2023, up until this year, he was kind of punished in that way, which I don't think is a lot, but his voting percentage was 46.5% in 2023, 57.1% in 2024, 2025, 70.3%, and then this year, 84.2%. I feel like that 4-year climb kind of shows that voters did kind of wrestle with this scandal to ultimately, though, choose that his total career numbers outweigh it. As much as I think that MLB can be weird with scandals, but I also am kind of in the boat where I think that steroid users, to the most part, deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. So with that same reasoning, it kind of applies there too, and even less so because in a steroid user, it's harder to tell how much of his career he was actually utilizing it and how much of his numbers are, quote, fabricated. But in this sense, his numbers weren't. His career was set to be in the Hall of Fame prior to this. So, in my personal opinion, I think that he deserves to be in the Hall of Fame, and the voters agree with me as well.
I don't really agree with that personally. I think that if you're going to end up in the MLB Hall of Fame, you have a legacy to uphold, and the guys that are in there, they're a part of history. And people generations from now are going to be learning about these star MLB players, and character is important. I think we're going to touch on it a little bit later with a different guy that got inducted today. That was kind of a discussion we had planned, but I'm getting to it now because I think it's relevant. He is a cheater. He cheated the game. He was a ringleader. We all hate the 27 Astros for what they did. No one respects it. And I think the Hall of Fame isn't just about numbers. There's also a little bit of a character side to it as well.
Dude, I totally agree with you in that aspect. However, the overarching idea I disagree with, if that makes sense. I think he should be in the Hall of Fame. Yeah, what they did was terrible. He was the ringleader of it. His character was obviously proven. But MLB themselves chose not to punish the players. They all got off scot-free. Beltran didn't even get a punishment, really. His punishment was that the Mets fired him. He was signed on to be their manager, and they fired him before he was even able to, be in a game with them. So because MLB chose not to punish them, I don't really think they should be punished further. I think that's MLB's fault. If they had given the punishments it should have been, a 1-year, 2-year, lifetime ban, whatever, they decided it should have been at the moment, then you can think about that moving forward. But they said, you know what, this happened. We're just going to kind of brush it under the rug. And
I think that's
that.
I think that's a pretty good point, actually. MLB didn't punish him,
Which is ridiculous.
Yeah, my final statement, if you don't respect the game, why should the game respect you? You shouldn't belong in the history books and your name in the Hall of Fame if you can't respect it. That's all I got.
And that's super valid. I have one final statement, your final statement.
Whoa.
A little inception there. He admitted what he did was wrong. I think it was in 2022 or 2021. He admitted what he did was wrong, something Barry Bonds just never did. And we'll get into Barry here in a sec. he was never able to say I took steroids and it was bad. You know, Pete Rose
I
was
don't give
never
any
able
credit for
to
that.
admit it. I kind of give some credit. For it. So
He kept
I
his
think
mouth shut. If he knew it was bad, why'd he keep his mouth shut? He sucks. No credit at all.
I think it helped him get into the Hall of Fame, is more of what I'm saying. Him admitting it helped him out.
Murderers go to jail whether they say sorry or not.
That is a wild comparison.
I like that. Nah, I like that. That's a good point.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you, Kobe.
It is
Happy to
a
have you back,
point.
Kobe.
Happy to be back. So the next question on here is talking about a little bit more of this Astros stealing scandal. I mean, do you think that is worse than taking roids? Like, where do we stand on this?
Yeah. I do think it's generally... I do think it's worse. That's what I'll say. I do think it's worse. They were getting exact real-time information that, tells them what pitch is coming and where it's going to be. When you're taking roids, it's just general enhancement. It helps you heal faster, maybe hit the ball farther, but you still got to make contact. Nothing that, Barry Bonds was doing was telling him where the ball was going to be. He still got to go out and hit it. What the Astros was doing, literally telling the players where the ball is going and what kind of pitches it's going to be. I think it's actually makes the game easier than taking roids. Another aspect of this is that they did it in a championship season. If this was, 2014 Astros and they're terrible and win 70 games, nobody really cares. But they win a World Series. It's a huge difference.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with you. Like, I genuinely, and it's a difference of one player. I mean, even if it was one player juiced up for a postseason run, they only do so much. But when a whole team can utilize this way that you're cheating the game, whether it's hitting on trash cans or finding a way to know what pitches, like, that changes everything for the whole team. It's not just one guy, and I just think that further proves why that's just worse than taking steroids. I actually am in the boat where I want to see steroids be legalized. Hear me out on this. And it won't ever happen because they're going to have guys who got in trouble for that in past seasons. It wouldn't ever happen. But in a dream world, where they just maybe I'll make my own league someday where everyone just take off the rules, take off the training wheels. Everyone can juice up. There's no excuses because everyone can do it. I want to see a guy hit 600-foot nukes, see a guy hit 109, give him steroids. You don't have to take it, but if you want to be at a higher level, do it.
Did you see the enhanced games? You hear about that? That was like, what,
it's already a
2
thing?
months
You
ago?
want me to that punch?
Yeah, like, they did, like, the enhanced Olympics, but then someone who didn't even take the steroids, like, won a whole bunch of stuff. So, like, it like, didn't even
They only
help.
get you so far.
But, no, they did have that. I thought it was pretty cool. It's probably, like on
that.
ESPN, the Ocho.
Yeah.
Like
Take
that.
it.
I want to go back to this point of what's worse or better or less cheating or more cheating, because I think we're kind of missing the point. I don't disagree that the Astros is worse. I'm not even arguing for the fact that roids is worse, but both are cheating. Both are disrespecting the game.
Yeah.
Both are horrible, and cheating is cheating. They're different types of cheating, but I wouldn't argue for one being worse than the other. You're cheating the game, and it's as simple as that. Patriots Spygate is as bad as Patriots Deflategate. And I don't even agree with the whole championship aspect as well. The Bengals spied on the Jets in like 2015 or something. That's equal to any of the other cheating scandals. Cheating is cheating. The Angels just caught cheating against the Rockies. I mean, that's as irrelevant as it gets. And that, I would say, is equally bad to any other cheating. Cheating, it's not, there's no better or worse with it, in my mind. It's all wrong and bad.
I don't hate that. So
I gotta
you
respond
don't think
to
one's
your
worse than the other?
Patriots.
No, they're just different. I mean, I get what you guys are saying, how one is different than the other. One is a whole team, one is one player. It affects you in different ways. but I wouldn't argue for one being worse or better. They're
I would
both
just say
wrong.
one's more influential to a team winning because of that cheating strategy, and so that's why I feel that one's worse. One just has a bigger influence on the game itself.
I suppose, but I don't think that's like important necessarily. I don't really care the influence. They're both wrong, and they're both bad, and
That's fair.
that's it.
Yeah.
I gotta respond to your Patriots slander just real quick. It is so absurd. You manage to bring this up all the time. It's the most ridiculous.
We're on
thing.
episode
Both of them
17.
are
It's the
absurd.
first time we're talking
That's
about
cap.
it.
That's cap. Someone can go back, and one of our real fans, go back and watch all the episodes. Let us know. Just ridiculous. Secondly, I get what you're saying, but I do think that, when it happens matters. Like, nobody cares about the Angels-Rockies thing. Just nobody cares. Yeah, that one guy's going to be banned from baseball, and it's not going to be a topic of conversation ever again. Nobody, like, what? Will someone bring that up 10 years from now?
true.
No chance. No chance.
I mean, that's true, but it doesn't mean that it's okay. I mean, that guy should be
sure.
banned, and they should get in trouble for it. It doesn't matter that it's the Rockies or the Dodgers. That doesn't make a difference to me. Cheating is
Sure.
cheating.
Sure, very true. But when it comes to the Hall of Fame and you're talking about these things, the more relevant they are, the more it affects your case. And the more it affects the player's case.
I think that's flawed, personally. But you're
Well-
right. That's how it works, but I think that's stupid.
I mean, many people talk about the Hall of Fame voting being flawed in general. It's people voting. It's their subjective opinion. That's kind of the beauty of it. If I was going to talk about this a little later when we talk about Jeff Kemp, but now is just the perfect time to bring it up, I guess. If if we wanted to make it an objective thing, get rid of the voters, make it a WAR threshold or something related to that. If you hit this amount of home runs, this amount of RBIs, you're in, no matter what. The fact that we have people voting and it's their subjective opinions is what makes the Hall of Fame so great, in my opinion.
I agree. I do agree, because I was the one saying originally, what sparked this whole thing, I think, is character matters, and it shouldn't just be a numbers thing. I think some subjective aspect to it is ultimately good. Yeah.
Fair enough.
Do we want to talk Kent now? Because that's kind of...
Yeah, I guess we could just jump right into Kent.
Yeah.
So he was inducted by the Contemporary Baseball Era Committee after not getting in by the Writers Association. He only reached 46.5% at his height during the normal voting period. Many people thought he should have been in the Hall of Fame anyways. He's the all-time leader in homers among all second basemen, 377 total, had 351 at the position, won an MVP, beating out Barry Bonds, who went on to win 4 straight after that run. Drawbacks, not very good defensively, and the media absolutely hated him. He's just, not great to them, a little controversial as a person in general. So my question here, we've already touched on it a little bit, but we're going to dive more into it. Should a player's personality factor in to the Hall of Fame vote at all? What do you think?
I think that it should. I think that it does play a role, but I also think that that's not the main reason why it took so long as well. I was doing a little research. I mean, he produced a 55.4 career WAR. He was about 42 defensive runs below average of the 45.6 Jaws score. Let's get into Jaws a little bit before we continue going. I didn't know what Jaws was. I'd never heard of it before. Yeah, I know about the shark, but I did not know what this was. This is I may be pronouncing this wrong, Jaffe. It was the last name of the baseball writer Jay Jaffe. Potentially that's how you pronounce it. WAR score system. It pretty much he created it to compare a player's Hall of Fame resume with the already inducted players at his position. So the formula is their career WAR plus their 7-year peak WAR divided by 2. So it kind of just it makes a better average, I guess you could say, for their career. But it's something that a lot of these writers do reference. So I think in this case it is important to kind of keep that in mind. But anyway, he had a 45.6 Jaws score, which is well below the Hall standard for second baseman. He only had 3 seasons of at least a 5 WAR, and his enormous RBI totals were partly a product of hitting in powerful lineups during a historically high offensive era. So I now, don't get me wrong, I'm sure personality played a role a little bit, but I also do think that his talent, like he was, yes, one of the greatest power hitting second basemen, but in terms of being an all around great second baseman, he is a little bit lower on that list than a few other guys, and I can understand why it may have taken a little bit longer to get there. So as much as I do think personality is important, I also don't think it's just personality to be the reason why it took so long for him to get in.
Interesting. Do you know what the average Jaws score for Hall of Fame second baseman is?
That's a good question. Let me look it up.
I appreciate that research. That was actually really interesting. I didn't know about any of that.
Yeah, I when I saw Jaws, again, I was kind of just skipping over another baseball thing, but then I kept seeing it just for Hall of Fame, and it really is just for specifically Hall of Fame. So there you guys go. If you didn't know what Jaws was, that's what Jaws is. But I'll look this up if you guys have any other opinions.
I'll add one thing. Just back to the character aspect of it. Zev and I are watching Big Brother right now.
Shout out the Big Brother
Jury management. Jury management matters. You can't just steamroll the game with comps.
Yeah.
You still have to get the votes in the end to win the game. That's $750,000 on the line. And it's happened before where the person you think is going to win ultimately doesn't because they don't have good jury management and they treat the jury wrongfully, or the jury feels they weren't respectful. And this might just be kind of a situation here, and that's part of the game, and that's part of the Hall of Fame in my eyes. I think that makes perfect sense. You got to be a good person to get into the biggest honor of the sport. I don't think that's really that controversial. Who wants just some jerk with their name being cemented in history for a sport we all love? I just think that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, I mean, it's the biggest reason Curt Schilling isn't in my opinion. The media and the people do not like that guy. I mean, he's done consistent things throughout his career and post-playing career to prove that. And then just in general, the official voting instructions that they get, it includes a character clause. It directs the voters to weigh a player's integrity, sportsmanship, and character alongside on-field performances. So 100% character matters. Yeah. Simple as that. Like I said before, if it was just about the numbers, just have a formula. Use this Jaws, use WAR, whatever you want. Totally. Just say this guy's a Hall of Famer. Character is important. Yeah, you get your plaque for a reason. It's not just about what you do on the field.
Yeah.
Also,
no,
I love that you brought up Big Brother. If you're watching this and you're a fan, should I say this? Give a little sneak peek? Might be having some contestants on the show in a couple weeks. Just put that out there.
We might. You got to keep watching to figure it out. Also, not speaking of, but I looked up the average WAR for, Jaws of Hall of Fame second baseman.
How do you spell
56
that? J-A...
Jaws?
Jaws. How else would you spell it?
The average is 56.6 to 57. So, with that, I mean,
he's at 43?
45, I think. So
just below?
Yeah, well, a little way, 10 Jaws points below, which I'm not 100% sure how certain it is. But speaking of a guy who's got an important, that Jaws, I think, kind of plays a big role, Andrew Jones, who we're going to be talking about now. Another guy who got inducted into the Hall of Fame. Between 98 and 2007, he ranked third with a 57.6 WAR behind A-Rod, Barry Bonds, and just ahead of Chipper Jones. Fantastic guys to be around. Todd Helton and Albert Pujols. Almost missed those guys. But then he went to the Dodgers, totally fell off. He had a 1.7 WAR over his final 5 seasons and only played more than 100 games. And the kind of question that was looming was, how much should you weigh peak brilliance against decline? And this is where Jaws comes into play, honestly, more than ever. So, something like this. And the way I kind of look at it, too, is I think Jaws is important in the sense where, what if he just retired instead of going to the Dodgers? You could argue that he's just an easy Hall of Fame, and there's no question about it. So I think the decline, especially how high the peak was and how long it was. I mean, when you're able to produce for, I want to say 7 seasons plus, I think you consistently at such a high level, that's where you make a very, very compelling case. And I think that the fall off, I think longevity is important and plays a role, but not as much as the initial peak. So my stance on this is it doesn't matter at all. guys sometimes just fall out and fall below, and I do think longevity is important, but like, I mean, a guy like Sandy Koufax is a good example because his case rests heavily upon his historical dominant stretch, not just how long he was able to pitch in the game. Now, this isn't the exact same thing because I don't think Sandy had much of a fall off by any means, but again, you're looking at the most dominant stretch that he had in his career. Now, some guys it's different. Some guys they were able to keep consistency throughout their career. But I think that in the more rarer cases where guys take just a strong decline, I still think if you have a long enough peak, it outweighs that negative that happened towards the end of the career. That's just kind of how I view it.
This is such a double-edged sword. I really think they go hand in hand. If a player's peak is so incredible that you simply cannot tell the story of baseball without talking about that guy, they should be in the conversation for Hall of Fame. I think Andrew Jones, his peak was 10 years long. It's an entire decade of ball where he's one of the best players in the sport, both offensively and defensively. He should be in. That being said, I think of a guy, I mean, I've talked about Don Mattingly a lot in this podcast. He had a huge peak, bad end. A guy that even fits that mold even more, Kenny Lofton. Great start to his career. He has a 68 career WAR. It's like you'd think about that as like, that's totally good enough to be in the Hall. Started the career first half really strong. Second half, he's just a mediocre guy in the league. And I think that weighs on these, voters' minds a lot. It's like, it is about their full career. If you're a mediocre player in the league for half of it, are you Hall of Fame worthy or Hall of pretty good? I don't know.
It's interesting. There's certainly a ratio to it. I mean, you kind of said it too. Andrew Jones, 10 years of dominance. That's not a short term. That's 10 years, and I think he's well deserving to be in. If you are good for 20, but you don't have that MVP peak, I think you have a case too. If you're an all-star for basically 20 seasons, I mean, that's well deserving too. There's just kind of a ratio to it. How long is that peak and how high is that peak in comparison to, I guess, how long you're steadily good? Guy that came to mind for me, and I'm looking at his page now, he's obviously not Hall of Fame worthy, but Josh Hamilton had a 5-year stretch where his peak is the best in baseball. His 2010 is insane, like actually crazy. But I mean, that's too short of a peak. That's not Andrew Jones. That's not 10 years. That's 5 years. So it's all just a ratio.
Yeah. No, I think that makes a lot of sense. It's
I think we're on the same page.
Yeah, Hall of Fame. I mean, I love the subjectivity of it. I would love to be a Hall of Fame voter one day, being able to decide who gets in and who doesn't. A little crazy stat I saw about Andrew Jones. He's the 8th Brave to get into the Hall of Fame since 2014. That's like, that's crazy. That era of Braves baseball was just so dominant. I think it was like, oh no, our Wi-Fi just went out. I'm going to keep talking though. I want to say it was the 3rd Met to get in and the first, it's Carlos Beltran, the first Giant to get in since Orlando Cepeda in like 98. So the Braves just pumping out Hall of Famers. It's pretty incredible. So those were our 3 Hall of Fame inductees this weekend. One guy who might be in the Hall of Fame one day, Jacob Misiorowski. Probably the best pitcher in baseball right now. Throws incredibly hard. Today had 66 strikes. All of them were 100 miles per hour or more. He's incredible. Here's my take. Not going to be good enough to get it done. And the reason I say that is because an injury is looming.
To get what?
He throws to get into the Hall of Fame because his career is going to be cut short. Yeah, sorry. I guess I should have made that clear. He throws so hard, it can't be sustainable. It simply cannot. There's no track record to show that it is. If he can prove it, I would love to see it. But what I'd love to see even more is him learn to throw 98, 99 with that crazy movement that he has and stay healthy. He's great. I'd love to see him throwing a little softer. What do you think about that?
It's a pretty valid point. I don't think it's crazy to say a guy that throws 100 miles per hour for 66 pitches getting injured is that hot of a take. I guess I
Oh,
agree
no, that's not the hot take.
that he
it's
won't get
more
into the
of
Hall of
just-
Fame despite being
No,
the best
no, no,
pitcher.
no, no. I mean, we're years away from that. No,
That's
it's
a
just that
hot
I think
take.
that he should. It's that he should be throwing softer.
Oh, sorry.
He should
I
be.
think I
He
got
should
distracted.
learn to throw 98, 99. Because obviously we know he can hit 104, 105. It's just that doesn't help them long term. Like they need him for the NLCS this year against the Dodgers. Obviously they'll win or lose by Jacob Mizorowski.
That's a reasonable take. I don't think I would change anything until something goes wrong. And maybe that's just stupid because it is inevitable. We all
Yeah.
think it's inevitable, so why not get ahead of it? I see what you're saying. But some people are just freaks of nature. And I would love for The Miz to be a freak of nature and just be able to do this. But a guy you think of is Jacob deGrom. Jacob deGrom was this type of dominant for that stretch, whatever it was, and he just couldn't stay on the field, and it killed them. But
2 Tommy Johns.
I don't know.
I wanna
Yeah.
say.
But everyone
I
gets
mean,
Tommy
that could
John.
happen. Yeah.
Pitchers get hurt all the time. 98, 99 mile per hour pitchers get Tommy John.
I mean,
But
I
for
agree
him-
with him. I think if it ain't broke,
Agree
don't
with
fix
you.
it.
Oh, you agree with Aaron?
Yeah, sorry, I'm pointing at him in the Discord, and I'm sure I'm pointing at no
Yeah,
one right
you're
now.
pointing
so
at me in the
yeah,
Discord.
well, I'm no, but
Can
on
I
our
just
screen,
ask a
it's
quick
happening.
question really quickly? I look up Rockies Brewers box score, and I can't just get to the ESPN box score of the game today just to see his stat line. I can't get there. It's
What's your
not,
question?
Why not?
I keep getting yesterday's game.
Sounds like a
Do you
statement.
guys have
Said you
any
had a
advice?
Okay.
Do you understand, what is going on right now?
Yeah, I would just
Brewers
look
versus
up-
Rockies box score on Google. You can't find it.
Brewers Rockies game.
I could get it CBS.
maybe it
but I
didn't
don't want
happen?
CBS.
I mean, it's
now
literally
s-
the first thing that pops up for me is today's game against the Brewers and the Rockies. I don't know.
8-5.
User error.
Don't you see 8-5?
11-2.
How is that on ESPN?
Yeah, I'm looking at it.
What? On Google.
It's right here. It's right here. He was great.
Mine shows yesterday's game.
I don't know why that's the case. Anyways, anywho,
Anywho,
if his like max, not even max, but if his normal is 103, and everyone knows throwing hard puts so much strain on your elbow. If his normal is 103, take some strain off of your elbow and throw 98. It's still hard, still incredibly fast, but you take
what
less
Skeens is
strain
doing.
off. You take some strain off that elbow. Yeah, and he hasn't been very good.
And he sucks. Well, what about...
I think if it ain't broke,
suck.
don't fix it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Until something goes wrong, then you figure it out. But I do agree with you wholeheartedly. I do think that it's just dangerous for longevity. I mean, like we brought up
Yeah.
last time I was on the pod with the Aroldis Chapman, but that's a
That was like
closer
2
role. He's
years
pitching
ago.
one singular inning, and that's you know every 2 nights, whatever. A lot different than having to go 6 innings doing something like that. So yes, I totally agree with you. But also, I think that like it's I don't know, the way baseball strategy is changing. Like the average has just always been trending up. Like there's so many more guys that we see doing that. Now, I'm not to say that means that no injuries are going to happen, because obviously we've seen more probably arm injuries than we've seen in however long. But I do think that formulas and ways to protect that a little bit more are only getting better with sports medicine and science just getting better every day. So, I don't know. I do see, like, I think that the Brewers are aware of this. You know, I'm sure they haven't
Well,
just
they
been
are.
like, wow, this is so cool. We have this unicorn. Like, he's never going to run out of juice. Like, I'm sure they're aware of this and taking some sort of, like, steps to try to, like, prevent any kind
They
of thing.
pulled him today at 83 pitches because they were up 11-2, and I think that's maybe a better way of handling this than having him change his approach and trying to. I think that could hurt a lot mentally, having it on your mind. I need to throw slower. That could really mess some things up. He is so dominant. Let's keep that dominance. And when you're facing the Rockies at home against Kyle Freeland and you score 11 runs, let's just pull him. I think that's a smarter way to approach this.
It's ultimately, for me, it's the type of thing that I would want to see in the offseason, not during the season. I would want to see him work on it in the offseason and try and implement it for next year. Because the worst thing that can happen, man, is you get Tommy John and you're out a year and a half. And that's, I mean, way worse than anything else that could happen to him. So, yeah.
All right, let's jump into some quick hitters. The Guardians
Let's do
hit
it.
7 home runs. The Guardians hit 7 home runs versus the Twins on Monday. Hit over a half mile of home runs. That's longer than Cleveland's 3 tallest buildings combined. Why do we know that fact? I have no idea, but you just learned that. 7 home runs, though, on the day.
Congrats on learning that information.
Yeah, it was impressive enough to sneak into our quick hitters.
Andres Chaparro stepped on the mound, which really pissed off Kyle Freeland. That's one of the unwritten rules in baseball. You do not step on a pitcher's mound. Freeland started chirping him. Next thing you know, the bench is clear. We just have a big brawl over that. What do we think about this unwritten rule? I kind of like it.
Yeah.
Pitcher, that's his mound. Get off of it.
Yeah, you don't step on the mound. Let's not be ridiculous. You don't step on the mound.
It is, it's kind of funny because he touched the absolute edge of the
Yeah.
mound. He could not have gotten any closer to not being on the mound, and Freeland was not having it. That pissed him off,
Yep.
and I respect it. That's just the unwritten rule.
Yep.
Can't
Don't
do
do it. Dallas Braden famously got pissed about this. That's a good story. Check that one out. So, crazy stat of the day. Yordan Alvarez leads all of Major League Baseball by a wide margin in slugging percentage, 643. However, this is some crazy stuff. Well below his expected slugging percentage of 713 is his StatCast expected slugging. How crazy is that?
So, wow.
Yeah.
I misinterpreted it and thought it was flipped.
No.
But he leads in slugging.
Leads in slugging.
And it's way below his expected.
Yeah, his current slugging is 643, expected slugging 713.
So he should be even better.
Like, how
Wow.
crazy is that?
I guess
miss from the
it's
Dodgers.
just
Yeah, seriously.
yeah. Josh Fields though, great run. I guess it's just you can only hit the balls hard so many times, and eventually it's gonna find gloves. I mean, Eduardo Rodriguez would know a great deal about it. So
Knew you were bringing that fool up.
Oh, my God.
That's funny.
One of the most exciting rookies in the game. I like to think so. JKG, Joshua Kuroda Grauer, a very fun name to say. I don't know if he's the most exciting. He really hasn't been in the league that long, but he's exciting. I get to watch him play sometimes. Not so exciting news though.
I don't even like
Didn't
hearing
wear a
about
cup,
this.
or maybe he did and didn't have enough coverage on it. Suffered a ruptured testicle, which you guys are probably watching down below and maybe wincing at now thinking about what happened. Very gross stuff. Believe it or not, the A's have more ruptured testicles in the last 6 years than they do playoff appearances, as they had one in 2024.
Ooh.
I think it was Carlos Cortez. I could be botching that name. Maybe it was Darryl Hernandez. It was one of the two. I can't remember who it was. But they got two with only one playoff
Oh,
appearance
really?
since 2020. Yeah, this isn't the first. If I had a quarter for every time it happened, I'd have 50 cents.
classic.
Which is,
That is
I don't
a
need to keep going,
classic.
but you get it. Very, very weird. The fact that it's happened twice to the A's in the last 2 seasons. 3 seasons, I guess.
Huh. All right. Well,
The more you know.
Marlins turned the first triple play of the season versus the
Let's go.
Astros. It's kind of a classic, right? 5-4-3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Altuve. Oh, it was Altuve. Awesome. Yeah, that's good stuff. I like a clean. What do we like more? A clean 5-4-3 triple play, or one of those crazy ones where a line out and then the runners start moving and it gets a little chaotic? You got a pickle at the end for the triple play. You like that better?
Yeah, get me an 8-6-4 3-2 3-5 triple play. That's what I want.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Okay. From my math, I think that would mean the catcher is now covering second base. But
It could be wherever.
yeah,
They're just going all
You
over the
can't
place.
mathematically figure
Yeah.
out where he's
I guess it could go either.
They could be catcher could be at first. He could be at third.
He's just naming positions
Yeah.
and who caught the ball next. Not where they were on the field.
That is a good point. But
From my mathematics.
why are you going?
He was just saying
Yeah,
numbers,
bro.
man.
It's not that deep.
I'm gonna find a
wasn't
clip of an
mapping it out.
8-6-3-2-3, and so on.
Whatever
triple
it
play. And
was.
you guys will see it down below.
That would be sweet. Hey,
Awesome.
if you can do that, you may
I
as well apply
guarantee
for
you the
double.
catcher is covering second base.
And what if he's not?
If he's not, nothing happens.
No. Anywho, Gavin Williams threw MLB's first immaculate inning of the season against the Twins. And I don't have the exact number in front of me, but I want to say like 7 of the pitches weren't even in the strike zone. Like they went fishing for it.
I thought you were going to say how many pitches it took. Like I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but I think it took 9.
No, I think 7 of the 9 pitches or something like that weren't in the strike zone.
Triple play or immaculate inning? What's cooler?
What's cooler, triple play? IMO.
Give me immaculate inning.
Bro, you're just like 6-7 in.
I'll break the tie and say immaculate inning, but an unassisted triple play.
Ooh.
I'll take that.
Nice.
It's worth it. Garrett Cole may not be too used to the pitch clock. Just kidding. There was a pitch clock malfunction, and he seemed to have a tough time relaying that to the umpire and got called for a balk while trying to tell them that the pitch clock was malfunctioning. It didn't get overturned. It just became a slight bit of an argument. Kind of interesting. I feel like we haven't seen too much of that side of things, but you would think a constant clock that's just going off, like, eventually something's bound to go wrong. I'm surprised there wasn't more of a switch on that, because we have cameras that at least have some of that in frame to show that that was a mistake on the clock. I don't know. Very weird scenario, but got called for a balk because of it.
Don't balk.
I don't like it. Not fair.
Oh, well, you just don't like it because you're like the biggest Yankees fan in the land. And
Yes,
land.
exactly.
I think it's like
Stop
clock goes
spreading
out.
the
There was that 3
news.
seconds. Pitch the ball. Not that deep. You balked. It's a balk.
It's not that
You
deep.
just hate it.
Yeah, you're just the biggest Yankees hater.
If this was
that
the
is
Sox,
two
you would
conflicting
be
opinions.
so mad. You would be so mad.
This
Well,
would
maybe
be our
that's a
thumbnail.
Ranger.
This would be our thumbnail.
No.
You can edit that. Okay, moving on. Corbin Carroll tied the active lead for triples at 55 with Starling Marte and Mike Trout. Those 3 are now tied. The difference is Carroll reached that mark in almost 1,000 less games compared to Marte and Trout. That is pretty incredible. Just triples are kind of random, I think. I mean, you got to be a good hitter. You got to put it in the gaps. You got to be fast. But to get it in less than 1,000 games, it's not something you really build your game around, being a triples hitter. So I think that's pretty remarkable and probably a little lucky, but I mean, it's pretty cool.
It's kind of the stadium he plays in, too.
Yeah,
I think
I was
Chase Field's just good for easy for hitting triples.
Those
the way that
gaps
feels
are-
good. Yeah, they're big.
I mean, he's
and yeah, speed and power though plays a big role.
he's led the league in triples each of the past 3 seasons and is leading it again this year. He had 17 triples last year. That's pretty crazy. It's a lot of triples.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah. Guy's just a good ball player. What can I say?
Moving on, Mr. Pete Kerr Armstrong challenged a 3-2 pitch that was called a strike, and he was convinced it was ball 4. He was already jogging off to first base, just tapping his helmet, thinking he was just top dog. And boy, did he get humbled when the ABS proved him wrong. I just think it's so funny to see like a player no better than PCA. Look, he's a great guy, but he gets a lot of flack for being a little cocky from time to time. And it was kind of funny to see. And then had to just go back to the dugout, go mind his own. But with that, I do want to make a public apology to PCA because earlier in the season I was very low on him, and I said that he just didn't have what I thought was
who
the
did you-
it
You
who did
factor.
said he
you-
was a
yeah,
glorified Jose Caballero, is what
I
I
did
think
say
you
that.
Yeah, is that what
said.
you said?
I did say that. Hey, it takes a man to admit when he's wrong. All right.
True that.
I don't
You were
hide behind
wrong.
my words. I embrace them. I was wrong. But
You were really
we still
wrong,
got
actually.
a long way to go. I need to see more and more before I'm truly wrong.
So what is
Right
he
now
right
I'm
now?
wrong.
Like what would you say?
What would I compare him to?
Yeah.
Right now, Cody Bellinger.
Is he a glorified Cody Bellinger or he's just Cody Bellinger?
He's at that level in terms of career development. So could really drop off a cliff if my calculations are
Interesting.
correct.
I got another
Question first.
Yep.
Do you guys think
Pointing at me.
that What?
Kobe just keeps pointing this way, or I guess he's pointing this way, and it's just at me.
I'm actually pointing at the camera.
Well, in the edit, he's below us, so it's really not going to matter.
He just pointed at our logo, pointing at our socials. Which, by the way, socials,
Let's
check
hear
it
it.
out.
Do you guys think PCA and Dalton Rushing would be best friends or mortal enemies?
Oh, they'd be besties.
Boys.
Yeah. They would
They'd be
be
boys.
boys.
Post up at the club together. Both have shades on for some reason, even though it's like 12 a.m.
Yeah.
Just chilling. Broads on each shoulder. Like, yeah, they'd be chilling.
They'd be watching like
Kinda
hate
makes
reels of each other on IG Reels and be loving it.
Caption would be Space Cadets. No idea why. It just came to my head.
Okay.
Off the dome.
Okay.
Hey now.
Hey! I got another crazy stat for you guys. PCA this
Okay.
season has walked 53 times. It's like, yeah, good number. That matches his career total from each of his first 3 seasons. Combined.
I got to check out the page, because he played how many games?
He didn't play much his first year, so it's really like his last 2. But I had to add it in.
But he played a full season last year.
Yeah, his first year, 3 years
Whoa.
ago. Only 13 games.
Whoa.
But not a lot of walks.
That is a crazy one.
And you see it with his OBP being up more than 100
It's up to
points.
390.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is.
MVP. MVP.
You staking your claim in that?
MVP.
No.
Nah. Second place. Second place. Second
Still behind Shohei.
place.
Oh, that's funny. So Nico Horner, Oakland legend, made one of the best plays you will ever see, saving a run with the dive and play, but then having the wherewithal to get up and throw behind the runner at third for the out. Man, I just love that. I love defense. I love Nico Horner, Nolsol, shout out. Great play. Always applaud that.
He laid out.
Yeah.
That was
Oh, yeah.
athleticism.
And throwing
Shea
behind the runner is
Langeliers.
the best part about it. Getting the out.
Oh, yeah.
Chef's kiss.
High IQ. Great play. Shea Langeliers, unfortunately, has a torn meniscus, which just never knew he got hurt.
Yeah.
Did he leave a game even? It was just such a random... That was weird. But that sucks. Because he's had an incredible season. Bellinger's went on the IL too. Juan Soto went on the IL. Some of the stars going down in crunch time.
Injury bug.
But I don't think it'll matter much for Soto and the Mets.
Matters for me, that's for sure. Aroldis Chapman locked down career save number 391, continue the Sox' great run, and passed Dennis Eckersley on the all-time saves list. I mean, we talked about him a couple of weeks ago. He just keeps doing the thing. He just keeps doing it. The Sox recently as well, this was last night, I guess when you were watching this 2 nights ago, they traded Connolly early to the Nationals for Curtis Mead. 1-for-1 trade, kind of interesting. They say that Mead's going to be playing second base. He's a nice righty bat, 17 home runs on the year. I'm kind of mid on the trade. I really like Connolly early. I think he's going to be a great number 3 starter in this league for a long, long time. I know Curtis Mead was a top prospect for a while. Hasn't shown it, before this season. Actually, he got DFA'd by whatever team he was on. I'm blanking on the team, of course. Got DFA'd earlier this year, picked up by the Nationals, and has done this, following that. What do you guys think about this trade?
I like it a lot for both teams, probably more than the Nationals. But I think it's good for both teams. I think the Red Sox obviously are having such a hot month right now that the American League is weak. Say it every episode. It's kind of they should be trying to improve, and they needed a right-handed infielder. That was like exactly what they needed. But are they really a World Series contender? Probably not. So you don't want to go all in trading 4 players for a star for this season. But Mead is young. He can be a guy for you next season as well. Early, though, is pretty good. I kind of agree with you. He seems like a solid number 3, but the Red Sox rotation is strong. So for the National side, their offense is great. You can get rid of Mead, and you still have Abrams and Wood each hit 2 homers today. I mean, they're incredible on offense. You can afford to lose that bat, but starting pitching is where they're weak. So you bring in early, and kind of in the same way as for the Red Sox, early can be there for a couple seasons. He's going to have a bright career ahead of him. So I think it made sense for both teams.
Well, the interesting thing about it for the Nationals is that he's hurt right now early. Like he's there. They hope he pitches this season. So it kind of feels like they're adding and subtracting at the same time. They're not really looking to compete this year. Kobe, what do you think?
And they shouldn't. They shouldn't be.
Yeah, I like the trade for both sides. I think that Curtis Mead, it's crazy how much like fantasy baseball has really put my eyes on the prospect watch, but I've had eyes on Curtis Mead for like a couple of seasons prior to like in 2022. It's like, oh, this guy's a top prospect. It never really panned out, but then finally got an opportunity to like, get a full-time role and has completely been fantastic and kind of what he was supposed to be as a prospect. Yeah. So with that in mind, I mean, the Red Sox need bats. So if he's anything, and like, it's a young team right now. So adding a bat that could potentially be just like a strong power threat for years to come, I mean, it's kind of worth the risk. But I think for both teams, it's kind of like low risk, high reward for both sides of it. So I don't see an issue with it at all. Another trade that happened, no one's really talking about. The Astros traded Nate Pearson to the Royals for Max Martin a couple days ago. Zev, I just wanted to get your thoughts on this.
Anyways, Curtis Mead, incredible baseball savant, which really I went from not knowing anything about that site whatsoever to then using it for everything I do and all my baseball knowledge, and he looks pretty good. Looks pretty good.
I think it's the sign that the Red Sox are not done buying. Like, you don't trade Connolly early for Curtis Mead if that's going to be, like, your big deadline bat acquisition. I still think they're going to go out and get a guy, to hopefully help them make the playoffs. So
I want to put this out here. When we did our trade deadline special, every Red Sox that was on that list, I said they were all staying put, including Sonny Gray.
Yeah.
I feel pretty confident about those calls.
Chapman?
Chapman? Yeah, you had said
Chapman staying put?
Oh, wait, I guess I didn't say everyone. Never mind. More so Sonny Gray. Sorry,
I'll cut that out.
Kobe, this is a perfect time. Yeah, keep it all in. Kobe, this is a perfect time. Aaron and I did it last week. Who do you think is going to make the playoffs? Both leagues, Kobe.
In both leagues. Hold on, I wrote this down.
Yeah, you can.
Rapid fire.
Yeah, you can kind of go through it fairly quickly.
Yeah, no, I'm not going to be spewing for too long. Okay. I'll start with the easy ones. Dodgers are going to win the West. Brewers are going to win the Central. Braves are going to win the East. And then my 3 wild card spots are the Phillies, the Cubs, and the Pirates. The D-backs make a compelling case. Do not think that they are going to be the team that we see there, though. I think the Pirates they've had this magical season to keep riding it out. Moving on to the AL, the Rays are going to win the East. Now, this one's a bit of an unpopular one because we've been so high on the White Sox, but I do think they're slightly due for a decline. Now, they could prove me wrong with a good trade deadline, but I think the Guardians are getting pieces back left and right. I think they are going to win the AL Central. The AL West, I think the Mariners will find a way. They have much better run differential than the Rangers, who currently own the first place spot. I just think that they're the better team on paper. So I think that they're going to win that handedly. For the wild card spots, I think the Yankees take one. As crazy as it is, I mean, the AL's so wide open. The Red Sox, as down as we were in the early of the year, will take a wild card spot. And that third one, that's where I was really in between on. I was in between. I really don't think the Astros make the playoffs this year. I just don't think it's a year. I was in between the Rangers and the White Sox. Losing Josh Young. Yes. The Rangers have just felt so underwhelming this year. I'm going to give it to the White Sox. They sneak that third wild card spot. And, yeah, those are my teams that I have.
The AL is weak when 2 Central teams are going to get in.
Seriously,
I mean, that is
just
sad.
Didn't 3 make it in last year?
No.
Guardians, Tigers, and Royals?
There's 3.
No, because the East had 3. Because the Rays... did the Rays make it? No, the Blue Jays. Blue Jays, Sox, and Yanks all made it from the East. So
maybe it was the year prior. I know there was a year, like, in the last 2 or 3 seasons. Yeah, it was the year prior. Detroit, Royals, and Guardians.
Man,
So-
I would love to be in the American League, man.
Man,
Although I guess it
it would
doesn't
be
matter.
nice.
We win the World Series no matter what.
I like the
It's
AL.
just make what difference does it make?
You guys
Just
are
like AAA battling over there to see who we're going to play. Just kidding. The 2025 World Series was a fantastic series. Either team could have won it. Blah, blah, blah. Let's
seriously.
move on to the game.
Yeah, going back to the Hall of Fame, so baseball reference, just to put this out there, they have there's this whole formula. There's a whole bunch of different points associated with different things, like hitting over 300 in a season, having more than 500 home runs, blah 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 blah. They say that someone who has 100 points to their career is likely to make the World Series. There are 16 guys who have 100 points in their career. According to Baseball Reference, we're going to go back and forth. We want to do snake? Snake? No snake? I don't
No snake.
No snake. Just going to go back and forth. You just got to name a guy. I am going to give you a little bit of shot clock. And whoever has more by the end of, I guess whoever gets to 9 first wins. And if we have a tie, there is a tiebreaker question. So I'm thinking of a number between 1 and 67. Whoever is closer can go first.
67.
Oh, damn it.
Aaron, you don't even
7.
got to go. It was 67.
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout is 5th on this list
Good pull.
with
Good pull.
at 155. I don't really know exactly what that means, if that's even helpful. But he's 6th on the list,
Not that
5th
helpful.
on the list at 155.
Everyone on this list has played a game this season.
Yeah, they've all played in a game this year.
Justin Verlander.
Justin Verlander is numero uno at 243. 1-1.
Wait, what was Trout?
Trout was 155.
What number on the list?
5th.
Give me Freddie Freeman.
Freddie Freeman is 6th at 143. 2-1 Kobe.
Scherzer.
Scherzer's 3rd at 184. Tied at 2.
Okay, so it seems that there's a bit of a slight edge to pitchers. Or I guess they just have better longevity. I don't know. Aaron Judge.
Aaron Judge is 4th at 167. 3-2 Kobe.
Shohei.
Shohei is 7th at 130. And he kind of has an advantage in this because he gets both pitching and hitting. It just in the number.
Nolan
Well deserved.
Arenado.
Nolan Arenado is 9th at 126. 4-3 Kobe.
Paul Goldschmidt.
Dang it.
Goldschmidt,
Dang
15th
it. I knew that kind of
on
just
the
alley to
list
the NOS
at
legends.
109. Accolades are part of this.
Okay.
I think you get some amount of points for MVP and you get some amount of points for Cy Young. Maybe even voting if you get finish top 10 is part of it. I'm not entirely sure, to be honest.
Okay.
This is when the going gets a little tougher.
4-4.
It's not
By the way.
4-4.
Kobe, I'm going to need an answer. We are on live
Bryce
television.
Harper.
Bryce Harper is not on the list. He just missed it. He was.
Wow.
He's at 96.
That's an unfortunate way to go down. I'm okay with that.
He's at
I'm okay
96.
to
I
go
was
down.
ready to guess him. I might have done that next, actually. He was ready to go.
Yeah.
He feels like a Hall of Famer to me. It's kind of surprising he's not at 100.
I think we should make the list. I think we're maybe more, yeah.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
I'm going to go with, I think Harper was my next name. I'll
They're
go
rolling in.
Mookie.
Mookie is number 10 on the list at 125. Aaron takes the lead 5-4.
Altuve.
Altuve's second at 185. It's gonna be interesting to see if he actually gets in it. We'll see.
He'll get
Yeah,
it.
so this doesn't include character. There's no character demerit.
I'm out of locks in my mind. DeGrom?
DeGrom, not on the list. He's only at 55. Not a whole lot going on.
He's going to get in.
He probably will. Not according to baseball.
I don't feel that confident about this. But Lindor?
Lindor is not on the list. He was
Yeah,
at
it doesn't
16.
I was going Lindor, DeGrom. That's where my head was at.
So we're on the same page here, just not the right page, I guess.
Aroldis.
Aroldis Chapman is on the list at 116.
I didn't think
he is
about relievers.
14th.
How many more do we have?
That's Aaron's leading 6-5. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left. I guess obviously.
5 left. Shoot, if that's the case, then let me try out Kenley Jansen for size.
Kenley Jansen on the list, right above Chapman at 117 points. Whoa, what are we looking up? I hear someone
All right.
typing.
Not me.
I'm
Pander,
jotting notes. Can I not like jot my players that are in
Can
my
you
No,
not
mind?
no,
jot?
acceptable. You can,
Let the
you
guy
can
jot.
You can jot.
No, I was curious though. I didn't want to pull a Beltron Altuve.
Oh!
No, you can jot.
I don't know if he's
I'm
on
just-
the list.
I'm just collecting my names for the point of pace. Let's go. Not confident. Giancarlo Stanton.
Giancarlo Stanton is not on the list. Let's see where he is.
Yeah. That
He
didn't
is
feel-
Andrew
18th
McCutchen?
amongst hitters. Andrew McCutchen, I don't believe has played in a single game this year.
Yes, he has.
Has he?
Yeah, yes.
He's played on the
He was
Rangers.
on the Rangers a lot.
Well, he's not on the list. He's at 50.
Oh my gosh, bro. Don't hedge me like that.
Has he really played this year? No, he has. He's
Yes,
played
he
a
has.
lot.
Pretty
He's played
good
in
amount.
37 games, and he's been terrible.
I mean, considering you said he didn't play 47 games,
37. 37.
is a lot.
Oh.
Well, he's not on the list.
In that case, he basically hasn't played. Bad guess. Soto?
Soto, not on the list.
Salvador
So
Perez.
are we not even
Salvador
taking
Perez
into
is
account?
on the list. He's the last name on the list. 105.
Wow. Snuck in there.
So there's nothing taking into account future expectations.
No,
huh?
it's
just-
current right now. What they've done.
Soto's horrible then. Dang.
Yep. So is that what?
Kimbrel?
Is that, yeah, Kimbrel's on the list. He's 8th. He's the highest of any of those relief pitchers.
Really?
Yep. So there's 2 names left here, and that's what? That's 8-7 or 8-6. Aaron's winning,
No.
or is it 7-7?
I think I nodded it up. I think
Is it
now
7-7?
he's no. I think now he's up 1.
7-6?
7-6
No,
now.
8-7?
It has to be 7-7.
7-7?
It's 7-7. Okay, well, I mean, there's only 2 names. Somehow I lost track.
Come on, scorekeeper.
I think it's 7-7. There's 2 names left.
We're going with I think.
Well, I mean, I could list the names that you've already said, and you just tell me you said it.
I want to be accurate.
All right, Verlander. Who said it?
I'm counting.
You're counting. Okay, Verlander, Altuve, Scherzer, Judge,
Scherzer.
Trout, Freddie, Shohei, Kimbrel, Arenado, Mookie, Kenley, Chapman, Goldschmidt, Salvador Perez.
7-7.
7-7. Scorekeeper.
Good job. Good job. Good job, team.
2 more.
All
Now I
right.
do those names quick. I got nervous, but all right.
Wait, who's up?
I'm up
Yeah, it's
Kobe?
Kobe's turn.
because you just snagged Kimbrel, and I am. Are these guys like well known? Like, I feel like that's. Never mind.
Obviously, they're
They're
well
Hall of
known.
Famers.
Stupid question. Stupid question.
Guys who are supposed to be in the Hall of Fame.
I know.
Shot clock is on.
Shot clock is on. You're just figuring out what the score was.
And you
Was it
could have been
disrupted?
thinking 5,
I was counting.
4, 3, 2, 1. I need a name.
You can give it Pete Alonso.
Pete Alonso is not on the list.
Yeah.
Goes to
Trying
Aaron.
to think, bro.
Send it back. Jose Ramirez, he's not
Jose
ready.
Ramirez not on the list. Playing some defense. Although Jose was close. He's at 80.
How is that playing defense?
Yeah, it's really
Because
not.
now the shot clock's going.
Yeah.
Because now the
It
shot
would have been
clock's
on
going.
you had you not had a name.
Oh,
Well, I thought I was right.
Guys, my AirPods just did the thing where they die at 67%. How about
Hey,
still
nice.
going? How about that? That's fun.
Josh Hader.
Josh Hader not on the list. I'll give you both one more guess before I start giving some hints.
Okay. Oh.
Aaron, the shot clock is on at 10 seconds.
Dude, stop doing that. It doesn't look appropriate.
Christian
A
Yelich.
referee. Christian Yelich not
Ooh,
on the
that's a good
list.
Garrett Cole.
Garrett Cole on the list. He was
Yes!
the number 11 guy, 124. Kobe takes the lead, 8-7. Aaron needs this to stay in it.
Ugh.
I'm lost in the sauce. But I'm going to pull it out. Don't even worry.
I'm slightly.
Don't worry.
Don't
Oh. Chris Sale.
Wow. Deadlock at 8. Incredible.
Good one.
Good work, guys. But we do not have ties on this channel. There will be a winner.
What?
I need both of you to pull out your
like it.
whiteboards, a la Big Brother. In numbers, in people, how many individuals have been inducted to the MLB Hall of Fame? Whoever gets closer wins. You can go over. That's not a Big Brother rule. Usually they say without going over. You can go over. Whoever.
Wait, what's the question?
How many individuals have been inducted into the MLB Hall of Fame?
This is so funny because I was talking about this to one of my coworkers. Because we were saying how the NBA, hold on, I gotta think about how this conversation went again. The NBA has a ton of guys that get into the Hall of Fame, but the MLB does not have as many as you might think. I don't know why I'm explaining my thinking to help Aaron out right now, but
You are helping me.
the NBA allows a lot of people in, and I kind of made the argument when I'm like, well, it's like less players, so I think that it's easier to see the differential in talent, so that's why more people get in. Anyway, the MLB is okay, I got my number.
Are you writing it down?
No, I don't have a pen and paper.
Oh, I told you to get.
I win. I wrote it down.
Yeah, Aaron might win by default. Get it on your phone. he's gonna type it out in notes app. It's gonna be like the tiniest little number. Alrighty. You ready, Kobe?
No.
Whoever wins this, I got nothing. Whoever wins this gets to outro us. How about that? Who gets it? Yeah. That's the reaction I was looking for. All right, show your number in 3, 2, 1. 186.
186.
150. You guys are both so far off, which means congratulations, Aaron. You're the winner.
Wow.
There have been 354 people inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's 181.
I spilled my
gracious.
water.
Way more than you thought.
Spill my water.
Your logic
Yeah.
is not great.
My original
I
guess.
feel like we threw numbers up there, and I just couldn't remember what. I don't know.
I was gonna go 280,
So there have been
and
281.
then Kobe started yapping,
Oh, sorry.
and I went way down.
Don't believe everything
Yeah,
you
you
hear,
shouldn't
bro.
listen to Kobe sometimes. There have been 281 former Major League players, 40 executives and
Honestly,
pioneers, 23 managers, 10 umpires in the Hall of Fame. Did you even know that umpires can make the Hall of Fame? That you didn't even know that.
No, we're including umpires as
Sounds
well and
right.
managers and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
See, I wish
Members.
I would have known
I
that.
said
was thinking,
He said
individuals.
members.
yeah, well,
Individuals.
sorry, I didn't think about the wording. I just, again,
Lock in.
my mind was thinking players.
You gotta lock in.
And
well,
with
you
that,
still
I
would've
want to
lost.
answer that question, because that's a more important question.
Which is?
I'm looking it up.
What was even the question?
How many players?
281.
Oh, that's what you said.
Yep. 281. Can you name all 281? Do it right now. Right now, Kobe. Off the dome. All 281.
Well,
Barry Bonds.
You say the first person you say isn't even in.
It was a joke. I was joking. You
with
have to know, I was
that,
kidding.
that is going to wrap things up. I dominated another game of off the dome
Dominated
baseball.
another game.
Dominated
Took it to
another
extras.
game. We had a great time. It is great to have Kobe back with us. Check us out on socials. For Aaron, this is Zev and Kobe. See ya.
Check out our socials.
Or Aaron, this is Zev and Kobe. See ya.